Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Two Moms, Too Much Coffee. We have Tempest here, and we also have,
Hey guys, it's Jhshell.
hey, Jhshell.
Hey, guess what?
What?
It's my next Mother's Day.
Tell me why I thought you were about to say you're pregnant and like you're trying to get my fucking reaction on here.
That I'm putting that in my brain and I'm saving that one because that is how you will find out I'm pregnant next. Because next last time you weren't even you were not that you weren't excited, but you already knew when I was FaceTiming you. You were like, "You're pregnant." I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah, bye."
But yes, I can't wait for that to happen. I'm very
Yeah.
rarely surprised, so that'll be fun. But yes, second Mother's Day. How exciting is that?
It is very exciting, and I feel more excited about it because Naya will actually be a little bit more, fun. Can hang out with her, can play with her on Mother's Day. But yeah, I know that when this episode comes out, it'll be Mother's Day the coming weekend. So I thought it would be fun to just kind of talk about motherhood in general and like things that I wish people told me
Okay.
in prep to be a mom.
Mm.
And how this like I guess first year, it's funny because you're like pregnant for so long and then you like, yeah. So it doesn't really feel like it's my second Mother's Day, but it is. But how the first year of mom has been going into our second, well, my second Mother's Day. This is like your what, fifth,
Fourth?
fourth?
That doesn't make sense. He's three. So it's the third.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Wait, no, it does make sense because the first year he's zero. Okay, so yeah, this is
okay,
my
yes,
fourth.
yes. See, that makes sense. Okay. That's what's also been throwing me off because I'm like, she's one now. So isn't this my first Mother's Day? But no, she was zero. And now, okay. Sorry, guys. Bear with us. So, one of the things that I wish someone would have told me is that guilt, mom guilt, follows you around everywhere. You can do literally all of the research, all of the things to make sure that you are making the best decision and you'll feel solid about that decision and you will still feel guilty. Like I felt like, oh, I'm going to always do my research. I'm always going to be prepared. I'm always going to do all of the things. But I am just, I mean, I also have anxiety, but I'm very much someone who I just always have mom guilt. Like I logically, like even today, I went to the movies by myself today because we were gonna go see Devil's Wears Prada #2, and Nick's mom is the only person I feel comfortable watching Naya, and she ended up not being able to come help. So Nick was like, "Just go have like a mom day and just go like spend a couple hours by yourself, go see the movie, enjoy it." And it took me like not bribing, but he like literally had to talk me into it. And then I
Hmm.
felt guilty, even though I like know logically you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I knew that I needed that. But it's just like, I just kind of wish someone prepared me for that. So where it's not
Hmm.
just like you feel guilty for random things like leaving your daughter for a couple of hours or things like that. It's constant. It is
Hmm.
constant. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something top on my list.
Yeah. The mom guilt it's strong. It's something that exactly what you just said. It doesn't leave you. And no matter what I do, I feel it as well. Like one of the biggest things the guilt that I don't think will ever leave me, even though it's long gone, is like, which I kind of want to give myself a hug while I'm saying this, but like my postpartum anxiety causing me to not be able to handle giving my kids allergens.
Mm,
Um, and it's not even like neither of them have any like of the 9 allergens. So like they're totally fine. But I just feel so bad that I felt so bad and like trying to give it to them. And so it's
mm,
like even like one of those, it's like who could be mad at me for that? Who could be like, she should feel guilty about that? But yet I do, and it won't go
yeah.
away. So I feel that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's just something that now I'm like, just because I feel guilty doesn't mean I'm a bad mom. I have to tell myself that all the time. It means I'm a good mom because I feel guilty
Exactly.
about things versus just not caring. So,
Mhm.
what's
Yep.
what's number one on your list?
I think what the biggest thing that I wish somebody would have told me, is not the becoming a mom, but becoming a mom of two.
Mm,
I don't think anybody told me how much you have to divide and conquer. Um, it has just been so exhausting to have to do that. Like, and you know how people are always like, "Is it hard going from 0 to 1, or is it harder going from 1 to 2, or 2 to 3, or whatnot?" And I think they just all have their, like, strengths and weaknesses. Like, 0 to 1 is hard. It was always hard for me because my lifestyle changed so much. But 1 to 2, it's easier because my lifestyle's already different. So, like, the hardest part for me was like, "Oh, okay, well, life is, now there's just a second kid." But then all of a sudden, it's like there's a second kid, and now I don't get to see my first kid as often,
Mm,
or I don't get to see my partner as often because I have to be with my second born. And it's just like something that I don't think is talked about, at least in my relationship. Maybe other people's relationships are different because I do know that my partner is very, very hands-on,
mhm,
and so maybe they're not feeling that because maybe their partner's not as hands-on, I don't know. But, like, I just don't feel like anybody really warned me how much you have to divide and conquer, and you
yeah,
just don't see everybody in your family as much. It doesn't you're just like you're no longer like a core family. It's like you're 2 separate families that, like, are
mm,
passing in the night.
yeah,
So it's definitely something that I was like, "Whoa." It hit me hard. It's still hitting me hard. We're finally getting back together, and it's been
yeah,
almost a year and a half.
yeah. I'm actually glad that you're telling me that. And prep for a future number 2. But it does make me
Mhm.
think of one of the other things that it actually hadn't thought about until this moment. So it's almost like when you have plans, when you have your first one and you're like, "Okay, I'm gonna have baby number 1 at this time, and I'm gonna have baby number 2 at this time." And now there's kind of like this guilt tied into like, I just wanna have 1 right now. And but then there's other moms out there who are like, "I love being a mom so much that I wanna have back to back to back to back to back
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
back."
Yep.
And I feel like I've wished someone would have prepared me for, like, the times of, like, you can love your baby so much, but it is okay to not love every single part of your life in this moment where you're not gonna wanna have a back to back. I have pushed back my plans because I'm like, I am not prepared to have another one right now. I just wanna give my all to Naya, and I could not do that with 2. And I just feel like now with social media, you just see like everyone's like, this is the day in the life, and everything is so great, and everything is so beautiful, and rainbows and sunshines. And we're so excited to have another one. And like, it's okay that you don't feel like that all the time. Like, it's
Mhm.
okay that you feel this is hard and this is stressful, but I love you so, so, so much. But like, I don't want another one right now. And I wish that conversation was more loud on socials or between other people, that it's okay that you don't want to have them so close together, because I feel like guilty sometimes when I think that. And people are, of course, asking me when we're having another one. And I'm like, ooh, I don't
Mhm.
know. I think they're going to be a lot farther apart than what I thought was going to happen. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that were like, "Oh, we might have 2," before they had their first, that are just one and done now. That they're just like,
Mm,
"I don't even want 2 anymore after the first." And or the same with you, like, they're spacing them out a little further than they anticipated because it's hard. It's hard, it's
mm,
exhausting, it never ends. It
mm,
just never ends.
mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
even yesterday we like went on our first beach day
Mm.
and with Naya. So it was the first time we had ever gone with her. And it's funny because back in the day, you go to the beach and like you come home and then you just like take a shower and you just like eat some pizza and you go to bed
Mhm.
and then you sleep in the next day.
Yep.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's not a thing. We came home and we're like, okay, dinner time and bath time and bedtime, and woke up at 7:30 a.m. and started all over. Like, it's never ending. And you're like, I love you so much. Like, it was such a great experience, but I'm fucking tired. And so I'm like, then to times it by 2 right now, I
Mhm.
they'll be farther apart for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love that you get to wake up at 7:30. That sounds nice.
Yeah. So sorry for you. It's early for me. I don't think I'll ever be a morning person ever, but fine. Another thing that like going into second Mother's Day that I have just been like processing things is friendships.
Mhm.
Friendships have definitely changed. I don't know. I don't think, I'm sure not every mom experiences this, but I definitely, my circle is smaller. Um,
Mhm.
and it could be, I'm sure it's a lot on me too. Like I just don't have the capacity or the bandwidth or the energy to just like do all the things that I used to do. Um, but like, there's only a certain select few of my friends that like check in, that I check in with, and that like they understand having a child. Even if
Mhm.
they don't, I have some friends that don't have kids and they're like, they understand that like me going out all night long is not a thing. So they come over and we watch movies and we like put Naya down and then like we do things at home. And I feel like not everyone's in that time of their life, which is okay. But friendships definitely change. And I feel like it's usually because people just don't really understand that like things are just different. Lifestyles are
Mhm.
different. And I don't know. That's just kind of my experience. I don't know if you've had that same experience.
Yeah, I've actually this year have had 2 friendship breakups,
Mm,
because of mom things, and they're not, like, intense breakups, so I wasn't mad at either of them, but it was something that I needed to say because it was causing me stress to, like, not say it to them. One, I kept avoiding. Every time she asked me to hang out, I just kept avoiding her, and I was like, "I don't
mhm,
wanna," and it's really difficult to plan with her, and we were friends before we because she's a mom too. We were friends before we had kids, and I I would plan stuff with her, and she puts her kid, like, very first, and that's totally fine. I mean, like, your kid is small, I completely get it, but it's like, I'd make, plans with her, and I would either wait months to hear if we
mm,
could hang out. So, like, I'd be like, "Hey, you wanna hang out?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, we can hang out in the middle of July." And I'm not joking. It'd be like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay, well, put it on my calendar, I guess, like, if that works for you." And then it would come around and we'd change the plans, we'd change the plans.
mm,
And then after a while, I just, like, stopped responding to her. And then I gave her a chance 2 years later, because 'cause I've had kids for a while. Gave her a chance 2 years later, and I was like, "Okay, hey, maybe we should get coffee or something." And she's like, "Well, I'd have my kid, so I can't." Um, and I was like, "Well, I mean, we can go to a park. I can grab us coffee and I can meet at, like, the playground, and you can watch your kid while my kids, because my job's pretty flexible, so I was like, "While my kid's in daycare, I can come hang out and whatnot." And, like, she couldn't even commit to that. And it was
mm,
just so I was like, hey, I really appreciated our friendship when we had it. I just don't wanna keep doing this because, like, the limbo of, like, are we hanging out? Are we not hanging out? Caused me so much stress because I'm just
mhm,
like, I don't know, maybe I have plans today, maybe I don't have plans. I'm like, you know what? That's taking up my space in my head that I don't want.
mhm.
And she took it well too. She was like, I don't know if I had the capacity for this friendship either, which was really,
Yeah,
if we neither of us have the bandwidth for it, then it totally works. But before kids, like, we hung out all the time. So it certainly was like a interesting feeling. It's like, "Oh, okay, well, that person is no longer, like, in my life this in the same capacity," and it is because of our kids.
yeah.
Um, and then I had another friendship breakup that was actually is a very long-term friend. We've been friends for 16 years, and she is, childless by choice, and she just is having some feelings of that I think I don't wanna put, like, words in her mouth, but, like, that I am not the same person I was,
Mm,
before kids, and so she doesn't live in the same city, so we don't get to see each other that often, and then once we did see each other, I just wasn't the same person. I was, a mom an early because when she visited, it was, like, Sequoia was, like, 4 months old. So, like, an early mom of 2, and, I was tired, and I just
yeah.
it just didn't work out for her because, she just wants to go out and do a lot of things, and I did my best, but it's I'm still very tired. So,
Mhm,
I was breaking up with her as a friend. She said this is not a big what she meant, but she said that we're not on the same level intellectually
uh,
anymore. Mhm. And she said that she did not say that. She said that I don't have the capacity to be intellectual. I think that's how she clarified. And I was like, Okay. Well, thank you for that. I'm going to, take a back seat to this relationship right now.
Oh my
Um,
God. What?
and and funny enough, I probably am not on the same level intellectually in the same capacity because I don't spend my time doing the same,
Mhm.
investigative of the world things that I used to because I'm reading the same book 5 times a night and it is, you know, I'll love you till the cows come home.
I was gonna say. Ah,
Yeah.
oh,
And so my friendships have just certainly changed with motherhood. But I do want to say also there are a lot of people that I've grown so much closer
mhm,
to because of motherhood. Like even with you. Like
mhm.
so it is like life has its, friendships have their waves and I maybe one day I'll circle back to those other people 'cause like I said I don't hate them, but um as of right now, I found new friends too, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with that. Even our friends that we went to, London with, like, we're a lot closer with them, and the way that they
Mhm.
handled Naya when we were there, like, I just have some friends that probably would've been like, "I'm not traveling with a baby." So but it does sound like even in your conversation, like, of what you were just saying, like, how you've changed, not even just, like, your friendships and how, like, you have changed as a mom, and I feel like for me with that, my dad passed away in January, and then we had Naya or got pregnant, and we had Naya that next January. So I feel like I am a completely different person just from like trauma
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
how life has just fallen. But one of the things that I think that I have done a lot better with is giving myself grace.
Mhm.
I used to be very, 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 very hard on myself. And I still am. I'm not saying I'm not. I still very much am. But I think going through that trauma and then also being a mom and therapy, um, that's one of the things that I've positively changed. It's because I feel like if I didn't change that, I would be a lot harder on myself as a mom that I already am. And,
Mm.
like, even when it comes to, like, my body is not where I wanted it to be, but every day I'm like, "It's fine, I'm giving myself grace." Before, if I missed a day at the gym, I would think about it, and it would just literally be in my brain, and it would spinning and spinning, and I'm like, "Wow, I missed a day," and then I would try to go harder the next day. Is that unhealthy? 100%, yeah. So, that's something that I've changed that I'm like, "Give yourself grace." You literally sometimes are staying up until 1 a.m. because homegirl doesn't want to go to sleep. And you're grieving and you're just like dealing with so much and you're trying to be a wife and you're trying to give your all to work. And so I think that's something positively that I have changed since being a mom. And damn proud of myself for that. And also
Yep.
medicated, but it's good.
It's like the medication doses have changed
And the
too.
medication, yeah. Like a thing where it's like I saw this thing on TikTok where it was like they went to their psychiatrist and it's like, "I'm doing so much better now, like, I don't need to be on the meds," and they're like, "The meds
It
are
is
working."
the meds.
And they're like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, that's me." We are very excited that this is our second Mother's Day with you guys as well. We would love to hear in the comments how you guys feel like things that you wish you would have known before becoming a mom, how you've changed for the better becoming a mom, or things that you feel like you want to do better becoming a mom, and how your friendships have kind of fallen out or maybe they've gotten better. Anything like that, please share with us in the comments. We love hearing from you guys.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Awesome. Happy Mother's Day, and we will catch you next time.
Happy Mother's Day. Bye, guys.
Bye.